Hi guys, welcome back. This is Dr. Aeronautics, and this is Norsden to Neso Episode 2. And as I recall, it's morning? Oh yeah, and I also figured out the menu key. It's, turns out the answer was right there all along. So, yeah. Still don't have a clock. Oh yeah, as I recall it was morning. Nope. But, as I also recall, I'm actually not sure if I've ever had a legitimate sleep in my bed. So, I remember I was getting frustrated because that was taking forever, but long at last, we have a bed. And since I don't waste more time, there's a new exploration map of the continent Norsden land, and this is what it is, and it's our job to explore it. And whoever came before us has given us the coastline, so it's basically our job to fill in the internal areas. Now, I believe we landed here, so I'm going to put a place mark here and figure out if this is the correct area, and then go up to New Venice. I know how to put a place mark there, and see if we can correspond the two locations. Pick another good location that we can use to correspond the two locations. And then from that we'd be able to triangulate, and using the Pythagorean's theorem, we can estimate the length and get know exactly the length and get a scale for this map. And then we can tell how far it is from like east to west, north to south, and then we can start exploring using vector geometry, which is fun. Oh yeah, sleep first. Okay, so the first thing is to take a boat ride up to New Venice. Hopefully I'll still be able to find it. I find it strange how it's all laggy, like where the video only gets laggy like when I'm near home for some reason. That's rather odd. I think I'll do a split screen so that we can explore better. That way I might be able to notice correlations between what I see and what actually is. As I recall, this is the proper way to New Venice. Aha, yes. It's in the northwest corner. Still do crash into them, unfortunately. Okay, now it's my job to put a place mark in the center of the village, and from what it looks like, that island in the middle seems to be the center. So we'll go ahead and put a place mark there, if I can get out properly. Okay, it looks like I did. And I'm thinking that this is going to be where our central city is, because if you look, there's a nice harbor, it looks like there's a river, and it's on the ocean, so that's just about everything we need. So, waypoints, new waypoint. This will be New Venice. This is not what I said. New Venice. There we go. And I'm thinking forest green because of the... how do we make... I'm thinking forest green because of the... we're in a swamp, and... well, you know, that's kind of like a forest. Man, I hope I'm not going to spend the whole episode trying to get a green that I like. That's pretty darn close. And we'll call it there. Okay, so New Venice is now on the map. Somebody likes to fool around with the tour. Can I? Yes, I can. I'm gonna smash the lily pads on my way out so that we can create a channel that just goes, an easily navigable channel that goes straight into the city. Oh, not the boat, not the boat. Yes. It looks like I don't need to do any dredging. As long as there's 2 meters of water, I'm pretty happy. I think that's enough clearance. I can't imagine I'd be doing anything else that would require any more than 2 meters of water. So. Except maybe deep diving, but that can be somewhere else. I hope these lily pads can burn, because I want to find something useful for them. I hate tearing them out of the swamp, so I always want to get some sort of use out of them. How much time? It's not quite noon. I think I'll go back and collect a few more resources, and then we'll come back here tomorrow morning and get out of the boat and actually take out some of the lily pads, and eventually we'll get a buoy system going up so that we can create a safe passage. This looks like it could be a point on the map, but I'm not 100% certain. And we're back. I'm excited now that they have the boat system a little bit better, that you can actually get out without getting yourself wet now. I'm excited to create like a new boat dock that you can use in the harbor as we expand. Looks like I haven't been collecting lily pads. Well, that's enough ores for me to not want to collect any more resources. So, wow, that took almost no time. I'm almost ready to start like funneling resources over to New Venice now. I wonder if like downstairs there's a bunch of like stuff down there that like when the water or the lava started flowing it caused lag, like creating obsidian or destroying spider webs or torches or something. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to go coal mining. I need coal. It's just absolutely necessary. I don't have a shovel yet. What the heck is that? Well, it looks like there's... The recording ended, but I caught it. It looks like there's plenty of oil reserves in this part of the land, which is good, because you can't create a spacefaring Ooh, that's pretty. You can't create a spacefaring civilization without coal, because what else are you going to use to fuel the trains that are going to bring your rocket parts to the launch pad? This looks like some sort of gem. I honestly do not know what this is. Oh, I got it. Certus quartz? I have absolutely no idea what this is used for, but I'm going to collect it anyway. Certus dust, maybe? Yeah, quartz dust. And that looks like titanium. Is it? No, it's osmium again. Okay, but I don't need to collect all this stuff here. I need the coal, and I need it now. Eek. And I have the first 2 coal ever in my inventory in this particular world. Well, that wasn't much, but it's a start. Let's see if we can get some of that weird stuff. Oh, you know what that might be is some sort of crude oil reserves in dry form. In fact, I'll bet that's what it is. I'd almost bet money on that. Okay, now this is a lot of coal. And some iron. I like that a lot. Okay, let's see what we get in terms of iron department. No? Wow, that wasn't much iron. Not a problem. Okay. It is petroleum. Okay, so it's somewhat related. I wonder if this is actually like petroleum ore because it's locked up in rocks. I could use this in like diesel engines or something. And it's getting dark. How did I... Okay, so tomorrow is shuttling my junk to New Venice. And I'll need to store it in one of those buildings until I can build myself a house of my own. I'm still thinking about the design. I don't know what I want it to be. You know, obviously it's going to be a capital, so I want some sort of big building to signify the area. Okay, so we'll make a chest. And we're going to fill it with the valuable stuff. Not quite everything, but most of the valuable stuff. We'll take the tools as well. And I think that leaves us with that'll leave us with a small enough monster stuff can go as well. That should leave us with a small enough inventory remaining to take it all on one trip. So we should be all set now. Okay, more sugarcane. Right. Okay, that should be enough. I'll just let that grow out and then we'll be able to make a map as soon as we get redstone. Okay, so we're just over 400 meters from New Venice. Let's see how we did on that channel. If we're lucky, we shouldn't have to slow down. I'll have to take some of this stuff out here. I don't want to have to make a sharp turn like that. You know, when you're carrying coal reserves or petroleum or diesel fuel and you're on a big ship that can't turn very fast. Okay, this is unacceptable. That's pretty good. We'll also take out those 2 trees there just so that we can keep a working channel there. And now I need to pick a building to store my stuff in. Come on, where's the boat? There it is. Talk about zombie proofing. Let's see what they got. They have gold. They have iron. Too bad there's not redstone because I could make a compass without having to go way down. But actually, I could try and trade with some of the villagers. Yes, yes. What will you give me? Low? Yes, please. Come here. He'll give me glass. And he just slammed the door on me. Okay, well the center of the town is here. And I want to build out like they built Manhattan out. Which means I'm going to build this direction into the harbor. So this building here is probably a good place to... It's too bad they don't have a library. Oh, spoke too soon. Although I'd rather go with the butcher shop. Do they store stuff in here? No. Okie dokie. None of you residents touch this chest. It's full of my stuff. I'm moving here. Yeah, that's right. How do we orient this? And the monster stuff as well. And the extra tools. That will stay. This is more monster stuff. For goodness sake, I'm not going to deal with noisy neighbors. They like to slam the door all day. That ought to do it. And we can use whatever just happened. We can use whatever leftover time we have on clearing the harbor. The recording's about to stop, so I'm going to attend to that. All done. Oh yeah, I can just spam click. I hear skeletons under the harbor. Could it be? A pirate ship could have sunk here hundreds of years ago. But this world is largely undiscovered, so what would a pirate ship be doing here? One of the interesting things that I also want to do relatively soon is try and look for the feeder stream or feeder river that feeds the harbor, and follow that up and see how far inland I can get using that. That's why I prefer rivers, is because you can follow their valleys up under relatively predictable topographies. So if you ever wanted to drive something up, the best place to drive it is through a river valley. You know what I might be able to do is, if I can figure out a way to duplicate these lily pads, I could use them as a channel marker. A non-stop channel marker that goes through the entire harbor. For once I actually have my axe and time. So we'll go ahead and clear these two trees out in the dead middle of the channel, and then it should be much more traversable. There's always one more. Okay. Okay. The harbor's now clear of those trees. And, 2 squids, apparently. And so now I want to wait around for 3 saplings so that we can not only replant what we've destroyed. That's 2, I believe. But we can also add on to the... Funny, I thought I just saw one. We can also add on to it. It's basically the general tree planting rule. If you cut down 2 trees, cut down 1 tree, plant 2 more. Oh yeah, that's plenty of saplings. And this area has big problems. It'd be really cool if you could dye lily pads, because then you could dye them green and red, and then we could use the buoy system. I'm not sure yet whether I want to use the A buoy system or the B buoy system. I guess that'll be dependent on my longitude once I figure that out. Well, it looks like I'm not gonna make it back before dawn, but that's okay because we're in the river, or before dusk. But that's okay because we're in the river harbor, and monsters don't spawn in harbors, thank goodness. So we should be good. And this place is pretty much almost cleared out now. I just have to take out these couple ones down here, and I think what I'll do is pause the recording, and while it's paused, I'll be exploring. I'll be exploring the coastline, trying to look for a match in what I see on the map with what I see on the shoreline, and then I'll be able to figure out the scale, the map scale. Here we go. I think that works. And I'll go ahead and ride the night off. So see you guys back at dawn. Hi guys. It's just about morning now, and I've explored some. I found a location that I could identify on the map. Just called it a temporary location too. But I was interested because I ran into this set of islands, and the map didn't mark islands, so I was a little bit curious to... I ran a bit south, and there's a lot of zombies for a single island. So I came a bit south, and just decided to check these out. But I don't think they match from what I see on the map, but I guess it's just a couple of offshore little islands that I'm actually surprised I didn't run into. And so yeah, I think we're kind of close to being able to identify where exactly we are. So I'm going to continue a bit south here and look for that peninsula that's towards the bottom of the map. If I can identify that, I should be able to tell exactly where we are. I think we're there now. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of math between here and there and figure out the scale, and hopefully we should get something that's in the vicinity of what it is. Wow, we went pretty far, oh no, that's just the other things. I was about to say, we went really far south. Well, we didn't, we went really far north. Really far north. Don't want your rotten flesh. Ooh. Did I forget to light up my den? Oh no, that's them underneath. cave system thing. Okay, so that leaves one tree left now. And I'll let those grow. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of triangulation now. Be right back. I'm going to do some math off screen. Okay guys, I'm back and I have the answers. I know the relative absolute size of the continent now, assuming the guy knew what he was doing when he drew a map. So basically what I did was measure the distance between here, location S2 or something like that, and the other location up here, which was location 2. And what I did was took the pixelated measurements from this map to be 32 by 142. As you can see, this is the dimension of the line. So I took that number and took Pythagorean's theorem to get an absolute distance reading. And when I got that absolute distance reading, then I divided that by the number of meters that it took to go from here to here. And so in this scale of the simulation that we're doing, 1 meter is 1 mile. So if we go from here to here, I found the pixel ratio to be was it 8.1? Yeah, 8.1. So again, use Pythagorean's theorem to find the absolute distance between here and here, and multiply that by 8.1, which is 3,282 meters, which corresponds to 3,282. There it goes again. That corresponds to 3,282 miles from here to here. So relatively speaking, the continent is 3,300 miles across, and the up down in the middle is, one sec, from here to here it's 2,200, and the longest measurement that I can take on the continent is from here to here, which goes for about 6,400. Would be that measurement. 6,400 miles. So, big continent all for us. So, now we have a scale. And does this... Yes, it does update. And we know our locations now. So, relatively soon we'll be able to... We already are able to. But relatively soon we'll put place marks. New Venice, by that mark, would be about here, and our landing location would be about here. The map is a bit off, but that's okay. Now, what time is it? Only one way to find out. Okay. It's around 10 o'clock. Let's switch this back to surface again. Take these saplings down here. Okay, so we're now ready to put the place mark on here. Where exactly did we land? I think we came right here. I'm pretty sure it was right here. Okay, so that's green. The opposite of green is either orange or yellow. We'll make the opposite shore for we're going to do green, we could choose from. We'll make the opposite shore orange, and we'll make the landing shore purple. Would that correspond? No, that wouldn't work very well. Blue, red. Oh, let me just pause it so I can figure it out. I'm just going to go with my favorite color, which is red, after working this out. We'll make the western ones yellow and orange, the northern ones white, southern ones black, and I'm not sure what else we're going to do with that. Okay, so we don't need these anymore. So remove 2S, remove location 2. Okay. And we're going to add eastern landing and red. We'll go for red 220. There we go. That looks cool. Okay, so it's about 440 miles between the eastern landing and New Venice. So we'll be living a little bit north of where we are now. I hope there's snow nearby, because I really like snow, and I really despise rain. So now what? I'm going to add the new place marks off screen real quick. Be right back. Hey guys, I did it. I applied the scale and the map is updated. And there's two very tiny little dots here. One of them represents my current home, which will become the first home of the new land. And 2 is New Venice. So they're so small you have to zoom in very far. Now this is the absolute location relative to the rest of the continent in the entire map. These two locations. This is where we are now. Looks like relative to the continent, and this inlet apparently moves further in to New Venice, which is right here. And as you can see, this movement from 1 to 2 has been very minuscule as compared with the rest of the continent. So if you said it would take a quarter day from 1 to 2, it might take as many as 5 days to cross the continent. So we have a size now of the continent, and we know what we're dealing with. It covers a very large fraction of Earth's surface. And now that we know where our landing is, I'm going to go ahead and continue packing everything up. And, of course, not before... Oop, getting a little bit of lag here. Not before constructing a bed, of course. I'm not going to delete this bed here for risk of screwing up somewhere along the line. Okay, so new bed. I'll be right back. I'm going to try and fix this lag. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Oh yeah, that seems to have worked. Okay, good. Alright, well, I guess... Why would I put a torch there? I guess I shall start by... Go ahead and packing these guys up. I think it was, like 35 for a full map. I got 20. It's pretty good. It should not take much longer. I'll leave the oil sands there. This place is special to me. Take the tree. Recording again. Oopsies. Yeah, did not want to do that. However, I can't break that. However, whoa! Something's going on. Something's going on down here. What's going on down here? Well, that was rather suspicious that the entire landscape collapsed. Some sort of sinkhole or something. Well, I've just ruined the appearance of this. Whoop-de-doo. My last day here, and I ruin it. Oh well. I guess that helps to make it look a little bit more appealing. Okay, so how do we want to leave this? Took the torch up over there. It's almost dusk, so I think I'll put... I think I'll retract this some. And put sand here. And finish it off as 3x3. Put a torch in the middle. And continue filling in a little bit more sand. There we go. And we're going to have to get everything out except the bed. I do have a mobile crafting table, so perhaps we'll leave the bed as well. And come on. Oh man, we're just short of. If I had only taken that one last stack. Well, it's just a chest. I could make many more. I have more down there anyway. Alright, whatever. I'm happy with this. Go ahead and pop the torch straight in the middle. And when we seal it up, I guess we'll put 2 dirt blocks down there. Oh, that's convenient. I guess I'll pause until I finally get in the bed. Okay, it's worked. Alright, this is it. I think I will seal it like that. Okay, it's ship out time. I guess this gives us a good chance to try out our new harbor design. Alright, open water. It's actually quite crystal clear, kind of like the Caribbean. And I just got 3 more saplings from those trees. And the new harbor system seems to work. Excellent. don't think I have enough materials as it is now to actually do any legitimate building, so we're gonna have to plan for now. Let me, 2 libraries? No, that's just a big house. I'll do a bit of regrouping in here. No, I should do the regrouping in there, because this is a library. Plonk the bed here. Gonna give this place a little bit more light. And another chest. We'll put ores in one chest and everything else in the other one. It's kind of a stupid idea. I guess this will be the everything else chest. Man, what's up with the frame rate? It's only in chests for some reason. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare trying to organize this chest with this kind of frame rate. I'm going to put the tools in the bottom of this one. Monster stuff in here. I guess now I'm just waiting for dusk, but it's quite some time before it comes. I got everything. So it could do a little bit of fishing. Oh yeah, and they have their... That's one of the great things about using these buildings is you can use their furnaces and everything for cooking. Because I don't want to set mine up when I don't have like an actual area to put all my stuff. I don't want my stuff to get interspersed with their stuff. No good fishing piers around here, unfortunately. We'll change that. Alright. This is fast fishing. Well, this place is going to be world famous for its fishing soon. Alright. So then in the morning, I'm thinking that we'll look for the feeder creek for this thing. My guess is it's either to the north or southwest. One of these two ways has got to be where all the water is coming from. I think we'll shoot for the northern one first. Lily Pad Avenue, anyone? They actually managed to place gravel paths underwater. Wow. Okay, well, this northern portion appears to come from a lake, if this is fully continental. Well, there seems to be no sign of the coast now, other than the beach, which I just now saw. So we may be pretty far inland now. Not sure how far off to the east it goes. Oh, so it looks like this river, or rather this lake, might actually feed two rivers. Because this up ahead looks like it would be a river. No, of course I didn't bring my boat. Yep. Okay, so this is a river as well. Wow, this place is practically all water now. Jeez. Well, I'd almost call this a sea. That's pretty big. Let's going to be tough to explore because of all the lily pads as well. It's going to be irritating. Interesting, a subterranean pocket of air under the water. One, two, three, four, 5 in a row. I forgot to plant my sugar cane, which is going to be really irritating. Ooh, hydrangea yields light blue dye. That's good to know. This place might also be useful for chicken farming. Well, since there's time, I guess I'll go a little bit west just to see where this other branch leads. It could very well be fed by 2 branches. Obviously, the northern branch is fed. Oh, yeah. That's definitely some sort of... Wow, it looks like that same body of water again. So that same body of water feeds 3 separate streams. Must be some sort of old glacial lake or something. Alright, well there seems to be lots of work to be done here in terms of clearing and grading and putting some land in so that we can have water as separate from the land. So I think I'm going to we'll end here, and while we're gone I'll just clear out the area and fill dirt in so that we can actually do some actual building here. So this has been Dr. Aeronautics on Norsden to Neso episode 2. See you guys later.